When people think about Europe and moving to Europe, obviously one of the first countries that comes to mind is definitely Spain because of the beautiful weather, amazing people, amazing food, and so on. So Spain kind of comes up as top destination for many people. However, not everything is as black and white, and Spain does offer certain benefits and certain kind of exemptions to new tax residents, which is what we're going to be talking about here today. My name is Elena. I've been working for a number of years with 7- and 8-figure entrepreneurs, helping them create their plans, go offshore, reduce their taxes, and find the solutions that work for them and expand their freedom options. So when we're talking about Spain, it is a country that is a dream for many people, has wonderful beaches, wonderful weather, and it has a very attractive golden visa program where if you invest €500,000 in real estate in Spain, you're able to get a residence permit in Europe, which is a very, very attractive option considering obviously Portugal took its real estate option off the table. So this golden visa is a very attractive deal. Besides that, Spain has other ways that you can get a residence permit. One of the most attractive ones right now is digital nomad visa and also the non-lucrative visa as well. One of the good things is that in the light of Portugal changing their NHR regulations and potentially canceling this program, Spain also did change a bit their Beckham Law. So the actual name of the Beckham Law is Special Expat Regime for Displaced Workers. The name Beckham Law comes obviously from David Beckham because this law was basically created to bring him to Spain to play football. So it was originally aimed towards professional athletes, and it was created way back in 2004, but has since undergone a lot of changes. And now it can be very, very beneficial to business people, entrepreneurs, investors, and even digital nomads. Basically, it helps thousands of foreigners move to Spain and pay lower taxes as new tax residents as opposed to regular Spanish tax rates, which are progressive and can go up to as high as 50%. So the Beckham Law is basically a special regime that allows foreigners to come to Spain, work there, and live there and enjoy some lower tax rates. And it is valid for 5 years, including the year of applying for the residence. So in total, it totals out to 6 years. However, in order to fully understand the benefits of the special expat regime, first need to understand how the Spanish tax law works. So first of all, when you spend 183 days or more in Spain, you are considered a tax resident. Spain taxes their residents on worldwide income, so that means both Spanish-sourced income and non-Spanish sourced income. And depending on your income will depend the tax bracket that you fall into. As I mentioned, the taxes are progressive. So when you look at it from that perspective, moving to Spain without this exemption is not very favorable. It's not very attractive. Taxes are super high, and most people don't want to pay that much in tax. So there are a couple of main benefits of the Beckham Law. The first is the income tax. So you're not paying tax on anything that is not Spanish sourced except a salary. However, even with the salary, the first €600,000 are taxed at 24% flat tax rate. After that, it kind of starts being taxed normally. However, this is a significant benefit because everything else that you have outside of Spain will not be taxed in Spain under this regime. Now, second part is the capital gains tax. So you will only pay capital gains tax on assets located in Spain, and that is 19%, which is not that bad. And any capital gains or dividends, even when remitted to Spain, will not be taxed under this regime. So that means that you can basically organize that your salary is a certain amount, you pay a 24% tax on your salary, and then everything else any assets that you have, like capital gains or dividends, you can freely receive those in Spain without paying Spanish tax on that. One other thing is that Spain does have wealth tax in many areas of Spain. But under this regime, wealth tax is usually not applicable. However, it is still advisable to move to a city that does not have wealth tax. One of the other main benefits is that under this program, there are no controlled foreign corporation rules, which means that Spain will not tax your foreign company just based on ownership. So that means that you can still operate your businesses overseas and Spain will not tax your foreign companies. So as you can see, Spain does give some benefits to foreigners who want to come and live and work in Spain, but only for a limited time and limited number of years. Now, when it comes to actual eligibility, there are a couple of things that you need to fulfill in order to be eligible for this program. So it's not simply you come and that's it. First of all, you must not have been a tax resident of Spain for the past 5 years. Previously, it was 10 years, but they did change it, and now it is 5 years. The second requirement is that you must be moving to Spain because of work. So you must have a work opportunity or a job offer or be assigned to work in Spain by a foreign company, which may be your company. So you have to actually come with the purpose of working in Spain. Obviously, the third requirement is that you actually have a residence permit, and you can get that one through either a golden visa or a digital nomad visa. If you do it through a digital nomad visa, it is pretty straightforward. There are certain income requirements that you need to show as a digital nomad in order to qualify and get this visa. However, other than that, it is pretty straightforward. After getting this visa and deciding to relocate to Spain, you will be able to apply and declare yourself under the special expat regime and pay a flat tax on your salary as a digital nomad. And then obviously anything else that is not Spanish sourced, you will not pay tax on that. However, if you're going through the golden visa, then you would have to have a company that you work for that appoints you to actually spend or work in Spain in order to be eligible for the Beckham Law. Previously, how it worked is that you were a director of a Spanish, let's say, entity, and through that you were basically appointed to work in Spain. But before, the requirement there was that you could not own 25% or more of that entity in order to qualify for the Beckham Law. However, this changed last year, and now you can own 100% of this company and be eligible for the special expat regime that way. Some of the changes that I mentioned that happened in the last year were that previously, you were not able to qualify for the Beckham Law if you were a tax resident in the past 10 years. Now it's 5 years, so they reduced the number of years. Previously, digital nomads could not qualify for the special expat regime. Now they can. Also, now you can own 100% of a Spanish entity, while before you could not do that. And now also, your dependents, underage kids and spouse under the age of 25 can also come and enjoy some Spanish lifestyle with you. One of the main advantages of this regime is that it can be entirely done online. So you will basically be able to download and fill out a form that's called 030 and submit it to the Spanish authority. Once you get the initial approval from the tax authority, you will then download and fill out a form called 149 and then submit it with all the required information to the tax office. This application should be done in the first 6 months after you have been employed by a Spanish company, or otherwise 6 months after you came to Spain and plan to actually spend time and live there and become a tax resident. Once the application has been filed, the Spanish tax office in theory says that they will take anywhere from 10 to 20 business days to respond to your query and give you out the certificate, but in practice it can often last 2 to 3 months. But once your information has been reviewed, once your application has been approved, you will get a certificate that states that you are under the special expat regime. And if you become a tax resident through this route, you will have to file a personal income tax return on an annual basis. That has to be filed on a form 151 every year before the 30th of June. So as you can see, there are some maintenance requirements and there are some eligibility requirements that you have to fulfill in order to qualify for the special expat regime. However, in this case, the benefits definitely outweigh the requirements. So it's definitely something that's worth considering. If you are not sure if you want to move to Spain, or you're considering Spain, you're not sure whether this might be the right approach for you, or how to structure your business, how to structure your assets, you can apply to work with us, and we can help you organize your assets, organize your income, and create the proper strategies for you so you can enjoy a tax-free lifestyle in Spain.